Uh, Good evening, all. Let us start the fourth chapter, that is Fourier series. So, there are 3 points in this chapter Fourier series. That is, first point is to find the Fourier series in the interval c to c plus 2l. Then there are some examples. For that, we have to use even odd function method. Then last point is half range sine series and half range cosine series. So let us discuss, or let us see the examples of first point, that is to find the Fourier series of the function fx in the interval c to c plus 2l. What is the formula for finding Fourier series? To find Fourier series means to find fx equal to a naught by 2 plus summation. This notation is denoted for the summation, that is addition. So summation from n equal to 1 to infinity in bracket an cos n pi x by l plus bn sin n pi x by l. So this is your formula for finding Fourier series. So in this formula there are three unknown terms, that is a naught, an and bn. So to find Fourier series, that is to find fx in the interval c to c plus 2l. So for that we have to find these three unknown terms, that is a naught, an and bn. So what are the formulae for a naught, an, bn? So these formulae for a naught, an, bn are also called Euler's formulae. So you don't need to remember this word, that is Euler's formulae. Just remember these three formulae as a naught equal to 1 by l integration from, this sign is for integration, so integration from the limit c to c plus 2l fx dx. Then an equal to 1 by l c to c plus 2l fx cos n pi x by l dx. Bn equal to 1 by l c to c plus 2l fx sin n pi x by l dx. So the formula for a naught, an, bn means, or to find these three values, that is to find these three integrations. So in this three formulae, the formulae for an, bn are quite similar. That is, in an there is a function cos, and in bn there is a function sine. So how to remember this formulae? That is, we have to this a naught formula is different, but an, bn formulae are same. So a naught function, a naught value is integration of just only function. That is, we have to find the integration of fx dx. Fx is given in the formula. So the formulae for an and bn are similar. That is, in the main Fourier series formula, that is for fx, the term cos is related to an. That is, in this formula cos term is multiplied to an. So hence in the formula an there is a function we have to take cos, which we have to multiply to fx. That is, an is related to cos, as this cos is multiplied to an here, and in the formula bn there is a function sine. The an, bn formula are same, that is 1 by l, 1 by l, integration limits are same, c to c plus 12, c to c plus 12, fx, fx. And in an, as an is multiplied to cos here in the main formula Fourier series, hence for finding an we have to take here cos. And in bn formula, as sine term is multiplied to bn, so for finding bn we have to take sine term. So these are the formulae. Main formula is this Fourier series formula, and we have to just calculate or evaluate these three integrations and find these three values a naught, an, bn. Put these three values in this formula, we get the Fourier series. So let us see the first example. Obtain Fourier series expansion of fx 1 by 4 in bracket pi minus x bracket square in the range 0 to 2 pi. So here we have given fx equal to 1 by 4 pi minus x bracket square. That is the function is given fx, and in the range means in the interval is given as 0 to 2 pi. So the general interval is c to c plus 2l. So we have to first step for finding Fourier series is we have to compare the given integral, which integral given in the example, that interval we have to compare with the general interval, that is the interval is c to c plus 2l. So compare c to c plus 2l interval with given interval 0 to 2 pi. Comparison of two intervals means take the two intervals in the equal sign, c to c plus 2l equal to 0 to 2 pi. So by comparison of two intervals, we get comparing means we have to compare first position value as well as second position value, that is with the sign equal. That is, by comparing the first values, that is c and 0, comparing these first values, c in the first interval there is a c at the first position, and in this interval at the first position the value is 0. So we have to take c equal to 0. So we get, by comparison, we get c equal to 0. Then by comparison of second values, c plus 2l here and here 2 pi. So take c plus 2l equal to 2 pi. So comparing the two intervals means take the position wise values in the equal sign, that is c equal to 0 and c plus 2l equal to 2 pi. So here we get directly the value of c, but in the second comparison c plus 2l equal to 2 pi. So from this we have to calculate the value of l by putting the value of c. So as by first position values, by comparison of first position we get the value of c. Put this value of c equal to 0 in this second equation. So 0 plus 2l equal to 2 pi. So by cancelling 2 from left and right side, we get l equal to pi. So by comparison of the general interval c to c plus 2l with the given interval 0 to 2 pi, we get c equal to 0 and l equal to pi. So put these values c equal to 0, l equal to pi in the main formula. So before finding this fx, let us calculate the values of a naught, a n, b n first. So the formula for a naught is 1 by l. L value is pi. So 1 by pi, c value is 0, c plus 2l value is 2 pi. So 1 by pi 0 to 2 pi fx dx. 1 by pi 0 to 2 pi fx. Fx is given 1 by 4 pi minus x bracket square into dx. So put all the values of c, l and fx in the main formula of a naught. So after putting the values, the remaining calculation is just we have to evaluate this integration. So take 4 outside, so 1 by 4 pi. So pi minus x, we have to take the integration of pi minus x bracket square. So what is the formula for pi minus x square? So for that we have to recall the integration of x square. The integration of x square is x cube by 3. So here there is no term x, that is single variable. Instead of x there is instead of x we ask pi minus x, that is we ask the bracket instead of x. So we have to apply the bracket square formula. So what is the bracket square formula for integration? So bracket cube upon 3, and in the denominator we have to take derivative of bracket. So this is your bracket square formula for the integration. So take this, apply this bracket square formula for pi minus x bracket square, that is bracket cube upon 3 into derivative of bracket. The bracket is pi minus x. So pi minus x bracket cube upon 3 into derivative of bracket means derivative of pi minus x. Derivative of pi is 0, minus x derivative is minus 1. So this is your integration of pi minus x bracket square by applying bracket square integration formula. Take the limits as 0 to 2 pi. So first we have to put the upper limit. This you can call it as lower limit, and this is your upper limit. So first to evaluate or to put these limits, we have to first put the upper limit minus lower limit. So put x equal to 2 pi first, minus x, put x equal to 0 then. So by putting first x equal to 2 pi, so pi minus 2 pi bracket cube upon minus 3, take minus 3 outside, so this will become 1 upon minus 12 pi. So in bracket put x equal to 2 pi, that is pi minus 2 pi is minus pi cube is minus pi cube, and minus, this is from the rule, upper limit. By putting upper limit we get minus pi cube. The sign is from the rule, minus put lower limit, that is x equal to 0. So pi minus 0 bracket cube is pi cube. So by simplifying we get pi square by 6. Minus pi cube is minus 2 pi cube upon minus 12 pi as it is. By cancelling 2, or by simplifying 2 by 12 we get pi square by 6. So this is the value of a naught. Second, calculate the value of an. So formula for an is 1 upon L. L value is pi, so 1 upon pi, integration from limits c to c plus 2L, that is 0 to 2 pi, fx into cos n pi x by L dx. So put the value of fx here, that is 1 by 4, which is given in the example, 1 by 4 pi minus x bracket square. How we get here cos n x? That is in the formula the term is like cos n pi x by L. So after putting the value of L equal to pi, this denominator pi and numerator pi get cancelled and remaining term is cos nx. So we get cos nx dx. So 1 by pi 0 to 2 pi, fx value is 1 by 4 pi minus x bracket square cos nx dx. Take 1 by 4 outside. So we have to take the integration of two terms which are in product form. That is, the first term is pi minus x bracket square and second term is cos nx. So these two terms are in multiplication form and we have to take the integration of these two terms which are in product form. So what is the formula for evaluating this integration when the two terms are in product form, that is in multiplication form? So first remember the UV rule. UV rule is, if the two values or two functions, different functions are in product form, then the integration of these two terms is given by u v1 minus u dash v2 plus u double dash v3 minus u triple dash v4 plus etc. So this is your UV rule. So why we applying this UV rule here? Because by Lie sequence, Lie means this is the group of 5 different functions: logarithmic, inverse trigonometric, algebraic, trigonometric and exponential. So from this we have to compare, or we have to recognize from this which function is your u and which function is your v. So by comparing Lie word with these two terms, so first function is your algebraic and second function is your trigonometric. So in Lie word a comes first and then t. So hence which term comes first, that term we have to take u. So algebraic comes first, so we have to take pi minus x bracket square as u and the second term as v, that is the trigonometric function cos nx. So u is pi minus x bracket square, v is cos nx. By recognizing these two terms or by comparing these two terms with these 5 functions, this is not logarithmic, not inverse trigonometric, not trigonometric, not exponential. So this is your algebraic function and this is your, of course, trigonometric function. So apply the UV rule. In this UV rule, we want the integrations of v, that is these notations are v1, v2, v3, v4. These notations are for integrations of v, and we want derivatives of u, that is the dash notation is for derivative. We want u dash, u double dash, u triple dash, etc. So when we have to apply this UV rule, if the derivative of u is the derivative of u goes to 0 at some step or some derivative step, that is here u is algebraic, that is pi minus x bracket square. So first derivative of pi minus x bracket square is, we have to apply bracket square derivative formula. For that remember x square, or recall x square derivative is 2x. So bracket square derivative is 2 bracket into derivative of bracket. So pi minus x bracket square derivative is 2 pi minus x into derivative of pi minus x, that is pi derivative is 0, minus x derivative is minus 1. So we get minus 2 into pi minus x. So this is your first derivative of pi minus x bracket square. The second derivative is minus 2 is in the multiplication form and it is constant, so keep as it is. So minus 2 as it is, and the derivative of pi minus x is pi derivative is 0 and minus x derivative is minus 1, that is we get 2 here. So first derivative of pi minus x bracket square is minus 2 into pi minus x by applying bracket square formula, and the second derivative is 2. After that, after the third derivative, all the derivatives we get 0 here. So the derivative of u should be 0 at some step, then only we can apply UV rule. So here u is algebraic function, and the derivative of third derivative, from third derivative of u we get all derivatives as 0. So at some step we get the derivative of u as 0, hence use UV rule. So first term is u v1, that is u as it is, pi minus x bracket square as it is. v1 means integration of v. So cos n x integration is, so for that cos x integration is sin x. So here instead of, in the main formula there is a x, but we ask nx, so we have to use cos bracket formula. So cos bracket integration is sin bracket upon derivative of bracket. So cos nx integration is sin nx upon derivative of nx. Nx derivative is n, as n is constant. So nx derivative is n by the formula of kx, minus u dash v2. U dash means derivative of u. So here we calculated derivative of u is minus 2 into pi minus x. So minus 2 into pi minus x, this is your first derivative by pi minus x bracket square, into v2. v2 means next integration of this v1. This is your value of u, then this is your curly bracketed value is v1, minus is from rule, then this curly bracketed term is u dash, then this bracket term is v2. How will we get v2 here? So we have to take the next integration of v1. So let us see the integration. So 1 by n is constant, so and it is in the form of multiplication. So 1 by n, take this 1 by n as it is, so 1 upon n. Then we have to take sin nx integration. So for that, sin x integration is, the formula for sin x is, sin x integration is minus cos x, but in main formula there is x, but we ask for nx here, so use sin bracket formula. So sin bracket formula is cos bracket, or sin bracket integration is minus cos bracket upon derivative of bracket. So take sin nx integration is minus cos nx upon nx derivative. Nx derivative is again n. So by taking the integration of sin nx we get 1 by n, and originally there is again 1 by n. So 1 by n into 1 by n is 1 by n square. So sin 1 by n as it is, sin nx integration is minus cos nx upon n, that is n into n as n square. So this is the integration, that is we can take it as v2. Then next term is u double dash. U double dash means next derivative of u dash. So this curly bracket is your u dash, that is minus 1. You can merge this minus 1 to 2. So minus 2 into pi minus x. The derivative of this curly bracketed term 2 pi minus x into minus 1 is, so minus 2, which is constant, and in the multiplication form take it as, take as it is, minus 2 as it is, and derivative of pi minus x is, pi derivative is 0 as this is constant, and minus x derivative is minus 1. Then u double dash into v3. v3 means next integration of v2. So this is your v2. So minus 1 by n square as it is, as this is constant and in the multiplication form. So by the rule, if while we take derivative or integration, if there is any constant which is in the multiplication form, so after taking the derivative, take that constant which is in the multiplication form as it is in the rule, and take the derivative of remaining terms. So take minus 1 by n square, which is constant as it is, and take the integration of cos nx as we have already taken in this first term, that is cos nx integration is sin nx upon n. So sin nx upon n, minus 1 by n square as it is, sin cos nx integration is sin nx upon n. So this is your integration by using UV rule. In many examples of Fourier series, we have to use this UV rule. So remember this UV rule. So after taking the integration, put the limits. First put the upper limit 2 pi at x, that is put x equal to 2 pi first in this bracketed term, and then put x equal to 0. So after putting 2 pi at x, we get term like sin n 2 pi. Sin n 2 pi. So sin n 2 pi means sin 2n pi. So what is the value of sin 2n pi? And again in the next term we get cos n 2 pi means cos 2n pi. So first we have to calculate what is the value of sin 2n pi and cos 2n pi. So first recall the circle for sin x and cos x. So for sin x, at least 4 values of sine angles we know, that is sin 0 is 0, sin the horizontal line denotes the angle, like the right side angle are right side angles are 0, 2 pi, 4 pi, that is even multiple of pi, as there are even numbers 0, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, etc. So on the horizontal line at the right side the angles are even multiple of pi, and at the left side the angles are odd multiple of pi, that is pi, 3 pi, 5 pi, etc. And on the vertical line the angles are pi by 2, then 5 pi by 2, that is this part we can take it as pi by 2 angle. So this 1 pi by 2, that is pi by 2, then 2 pi by 2, that is pi, 3 pi by 2, the below angle is 3 pi by 2, then 4 pi by 2 means 2 pi, 5 pi by 2, 6 pi by 2 means 3 pi, next angle is 7 pi by 2, 8 pi by 2 means 4 pi, and next angle on this position is 9 pi by 2, etc. So we want the horizontal lines angles. So sin 2n pi means, as this is the circle for sin x, then same circle for cos x, and same angles are there, just the values are different for sin x and cos x. That is, we know the 4 values, that is sin 0 is 0. So as there is a 0 here, take the 0 on the opposite side, that is sin 0 is 0, hence take here 0. And sin pi by 2 we know sin pi by 2 is 1, so as sin pi by 2 is 1 here, so on the opposite side take minus 1. So we have to take the opposite sign numbers. Here 0, there is no meaning to take minus 0, so take 0 only. So here sin 0 is 0, hence take 0 here. Sin pi by 2 is 1, hence take opposite number, that is minus 1. So for cos 0 is 1, hence take here minus 1, and cos pi by 2 is 0, hence take here 0. So these are values for 0, pi by 2, pi, 3 pi by 2, etc. So as these values of sine we know, same values are for other angles also. That is, as we know sin 0 is 0, the 0 value is again for sin 2 pi is also 0, sin 4 pi is also 0. All the angles on this side are, all the values are 0, and the opposite side all the values of sin pi, sin 3 pi, sin 5 pi, sin 7 pi, etc. all the values are 0 here. So sin 2n pi means what? When we multiply two number to any number, we get the even number. That is, multiply 2 to 3, that is we get 6, 6 is even number. Multiply 2 to 5, 2 into 5 is 10, that is even number. Multiply 2 to 12, 24, that is 24 is even number. When we multiply two number for any number, the 2n number we get even number. So n we can take any value. When we multiply this 2 to this n, this will become 2n become even number. So even number into pi. So what we have asked, sin 2n pi is what? So sin 2n pi means sin even number into pi, that is sin even multiplied pi angle. That is, this angle is these all angles are at this right side, that is even multiplied angles, that is 0, 2 pi, 4 pi, etc. So sine even number into pi means sine even multiplied even multiplication to pi. These angles are this. Even number into pi means these angles 0, 2 pi, 4 pi, etc. So all the values of this sine are 0. So sine 2n pi is 0. As 2n is even number into pi, this angle is at this position, that is at the right side on the horizontal line. So for all these angles the value of sine is 0. So hence sine 2n pi, as we put n equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, etc., you can see that all the values of these angles are, the value is 0. So take sine 2n pi equal to 0. Again for cos 2n pi is, cos 2n pi means 2n is even number, as we multiplied 2 to n we get even number here. So even number into pi. So this angle is at this side. When we put n equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, etc., we get the angles like here. Put n equal to 1, 2 pi here. Put n equal to 2, 4 pi here. Put n equal to 3, 6 pi. So when we put n equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, etc., we get all the angles at this side. And the value of cos for these angles is 1. So for all the values of all the angles for 2n pi, that is cos 2n pi value is 1, as we have taken this 1 from this and we have taken this 0 from this. So sin 2n pi value means 2n pi angles are these angles, and for these angles sin value is 0, hence take sin 2n pi equal to 0. And for cos 2n pi value, 2n pi angles are these angles 0, 2 pi, 4 pi, etc., and for these angles cos value is 1, so take cos 2n pi equal to 1. So put upper limit 2 pi here, we get sin term get cancelled, so no need to, as we know sin 2n pi is 0, so by putting upper limit 2 pi, that is sin 2n pi here, sin 2n pi here, these two terms, there are three terms, this first term, second term, and this third term. So first and third term goes to 0 by putting 2 pi and as well as 0. By putting 2 pi we get sin 2n pi, sin 2n pi, and sin 2n pi value is 0, and by putting 0, sin 0 is again 0, sin 0 is again 0. So we no need to write or no need to calculate what is the value of these two terms after putting this upper limit and lower limit. So we are not calculating the calculation for these two terms. So only put upper limit and lower limit to this second term. So put upper limit cos 2n pi is 1, so minus and again minus, 3 times minus sign means again minus sign, 2 by n square, put x equal to 2 pi, so pi minus 2 pi is minus pi, and cos 2n pi is value is 1. This minus sign we have merged here, so 3 times minus signs means again minus sign. So minus 2 upon n square, pi minus 2 pi is minus pi, and cos 2n pi value is 1. Then for lower limit, put x equal to 0 here only. We are not seeing the first and third term, as this goes to 0 by putting sin 2n, by putting upper limit and lower limit, and these sine angles goes to 0. So just put 2 pi, x equal to 2 pi to this second term, and x equal to 0. So cos 0 is 1. So again by putting lower limit, the lower limit minus sign is there, minus lower limit minus sign, second minus sign, third minus sign, fourth minus. 4 minus sign means plus sign. So plus 2 upon n square, pi minus, put x equal to 0, pi minus 0, that is pi, cos 0 is 1. So by simplifying we get an equal to 1 by n square. In same manner we have to calculate bn. So what is the formula for bn? 1 by L. L value is pi. So to having fast calculation, when we calculate an, so don't see the formula for bn, just put instead of cos sin nx in this an formula, which formula which we have converted for this example. The an formula is 1 by pi 0 to 2 pi fx cos nx dx. For bn formula we know don't need to see the formula, original formula. Just put instead of cos nx, put there sin nx, we get the formula for bn. So bn formula is 1 by pi 0 to 2 pi 0 to 2 pi, fx value is 1 by 4 pi minus x bracket square. Instead of cos nx we have to take sin nx for bn. So cos nx, replace cos nx by sin nx dx. So this is the formula for bn. Again same whatever the calculation we have seen in the calculation of in the calculating the value of an, same calculation we have to see for calculating the bn. So again take 1 by 4 outside, and this is your u as we have discussed here. This is algebraic function, this is trigonometric function. So this is your u, this is v. So again use uv formula as we have discussed here. Uv formula, why? Because the derivative of u is going to 0. So use uv rule as first term is uv1. So u as it is, v1 means sin nx integration. As we have seen here, sin nx integration is minus cos nx. So u as it is, pi minus x bracket square as it is, sin nx integration is minus cos nx upon n. Then minus u dash means bracket square derivative, 2 into bracket, that is 2 into pi minus x into bracket derivative is minus 1. You can just see the steps for calculating the value of an. Same steps are we are seeing for calculating bn. So this is u, this is v1 minus this is u dash v2, u double dash v3. So u as it is, sin nx integration is minus cos nx upon n. We are applying here sin bracket formula for integration. Then minus u dash means pi minus x bracket square. So pi minus bracket square derivative is minus 2 into pi minus x, minus 2 into pi minus x. This is your u dash. Then v2 is minus cos nx upon n integration. So minus 1 upon n as it is, and cos nx integration is by taking the formula cos bracket. Cos bracket integration is sin bracket upon derivative bracket. Cos nx integration is sin nx upon n, and the original constant is minus 1 upon n. So by merging these two numbers we get minus 1 upon n square. So minus 1 upon n as it is, you can take it as n, and cos nx integration is sin nx upon n. So we get minus 1 upon n square sin nx. Then again plus third term is u double dash. U double dash means 2 into pi minus x minus 1 derivative. So minus 2 as it is, pi minus x derivative is minus 1, pi derivative is 0, minus x derivative is minus 1. Sin nx, we have to take sin nx integration, that is v3 term. So minus 1 upon n square as it is, sin nx integration is minus cos nx upon derivative of n. So sin nx integration is minus cos nx we have to take minus 1 upon n square as it is, as this is the constant, and sin nx integration is minus cos nx from this formula. We have to remember this formula. So sin nx integration is apply sin bracket formula, minus cos bracket upon bracket derivative, that is minus cos nx upon nx derivative is n. So by merging this we get minus plus 1 upon n cube cos, minus plus 1 upon n cube cos nx. By putting upper limit and lower limit, upper limit first then lower limit. So this second term, that is this sin term, goes to 0 by putting 2 pi here, that is sin 2n pi, and sin 2n pi is always 0. So by putting upper limit to this second term, sin 2n pi is 0, and again by putting lower limit 0 here, sin 0 is 0. So we don't need to see this second term for putting the upper limit and lower limit. As for lower limit and upper limit, for both the limits, this term goes to 0. Only we have to see the sine and cos term. For putting which term is going to 0, just see the trigonometric function, not the other terms. So sine 2n pi is 0, and by putting 0 here, sine 0 is 0. So only write the calculation of this first and third term. So by putting upper limit 2 pi here, so cos 2n pi is 0, cos 2n pi is 1 here. So 2 pi here, pi minus 2 pi bracket square, that is minus pi square. Then cos 2n pi is 1. So the simplification is minus pi square by n. Then don't see this second term, as this will be 0. So minus minus plus, that is 2 by n cube. Cos 2n pi is 1. So 2 by n cube. Then by putting lower limit 0, cos 0 is 1. So lower limit minus sign and this minus sign, by merging we get plus sign. So pi minus 0 means pi square upon n. Cos 0 is 1. So pi square by n. And then minus minus plus, this will be plus, and lower limit minus sign will give you minus sign. So minus 2 upon n cube, cos 0 is 1. So minus 2 by n cube. So we get 0. The value of Bn is 0. So thus we have calculated A0 equal to pi square by 6, An equal to 1 by n square, and Bn equal to 0. Put all these three values in this main formula. Put the values of A0, An equal to 1 by n square, Bn equal to 0 in this main formula. Fx, we get Fx equal to pi square by 12. After calculation or after simplification, we get Fx equal to pi square by 12 plus summation n equal to 1 to infinity. So A0 value is pi square by 6. So by putting here pi square by 6, we get pi square by 12. Already there is a 2 in denominator. So we get pi square by 6 into 1 by 2, that is pi square by 12 plus summation n equal to 1 to infinity. An value is 1 by n square, as we have seen. So 1 by n square cos nx. Put the value of L here, that is L equal to pi. So pi get cancelled, we get cos nx. So one value of An is 1 by n square. So 1 by n square cos nx, 1 by n square cos nx, and the value of Bn is 0. So 0 into sine term is 0. Hence we get only cos term. So this is your Fourier series answer. Fx equal to pi square by 12 plus summation n equal to 1 to infinity cos nx by n square. This is your Fourier series example.